Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel ExcelVBA Expert. In today's video, we are going to learn top 5 amazing use case of offset function in Excel. Okay, so we have heard about offset function. This can replace the VLOOKUP function. This can replace the index match, right? So let's do it. Really, it can or not, right? So here the 5 use cases that I have. I have I have prepared for you, and I'll show you one by one. We will solve it together. Okay, so let's go to the use case one. In the use case one, you guys can see that I have one data in the column A, okay, where I have employee name, and my required output is in D column. So what you will not understand what actually it is, because this is also the name and this is also the name. There is no only difference. So this name, you can see, this is something which is going little opposite. Okay, so Vicky is here, Rahul is here, Rahul is here. So this should be dynamic. For example, okay, further if I will write here A, so A should come on the top. Okay, so it should go, I mean, whatever the value I have in the A column on the bottom side, that value I would like to have in the B column on the top, right? So this is something which is called the reverse name I would like to have in the B column using offset function. So what you can do, right here equal to offset first. Okay, give the first header, the reference, and in the rows right here count it to make it dynamic. Select entire row minus. Right now you have to, as soon as you will drag it, so you need to minus the row numbers, right? So right here row A1, so A1 it means row number 1, comma 0 0, it means in the same column I would like to perform my this formula. Enter. You see, if I will drag it, you will be able to see, A is here. For example, I am dragging it little here. Now I'm writing here Sanjeev. See, Sanjeev is coming on the top. In order to ignore it, what you can do, and if you don't want this employee name, so you will have to make it little, lengthy. For example, you have to do like this. If there is a name, if it is here name, employee name, okay, then it should be blank, else the same formula, so that this employee name will not come, right? And if you want to ignore this error, so you can do if error, okay, replace with the blank. Now right here Tannu, for example, so Tannu is coming on the top, so it is really working so excellent, right? You can see I am writing my name in the A column, and that is something which is coming on the top in the B column, which means reverse name we are having in the B column, as we discussed, right? So this is the amazing use case of the offset. Still, if you guys would not understand anything, please do let me know in the comment box. I'll try to explain you there. Okay, so here let's go under use case 2. In the use case 2, you can see that I have this dynamic, I already have created this dynamic drop down. Okay, because see, there are two ways that you can create a dynamic, dynamic drop down. First, you can convert this particular data in the table into the table format, and the second, that you can use the offset function. So here if I will add, say, see, in this particular drop down right now I have a name till AAA, right? If I will write here Sanjeev, so you see Sanjeev also will come, right? How we can do that? Simple, create one function, dynamic range offset, go, freeze it. In the rows what should be 0 0, height will be your this counting, and width will be 1. Just copy it, simple copy it, alt DL, go in the list, paste the formula, enter. That's it. Now you see all the name is coming. I'm writing here ZZZ. Okay, now you see ZZZ will be here. So this is how that in the simple way that you can create this dynamic range, right? You can directly paste it. Simple as I did, right? If you will add something more, it will go, it will get automatically update in the drop down QQQ, right? So this is something that you can also perform, okay, if you're working on some dynamic stuff, right? So now use case 3, this is something which is really people wants to learn. Here what happened, for example, that you have so many pivot table in your workbook. For example, more than 10 pivot tables that you have created on the same data, and when you update the data, then you need to refresh it one by one. So how you can make it dynamic? So here is the way that you can create a one dynamic range. Okay, in the I'm going in the last, equal to offset. Okay, giving first range offset. Okay, and in the rows 0 0, I would like to work on the height. In the height I'm writing here count a, so that it will capture my all the rows, right? Non-blank rows. And next, in the height, in the width, I would like to have this count. Okay, press enter. Simple. Now copy this formula. Okay, copy this formula. Now you can also make it as a dynamic, as a naming range. First I'm writing here data and pasting it here. Just I paste it. Now if I am going to create a one pivot table, all nvt. Okay, this is something here you can select your row data, but instead of row data, the name we created dynamic range, okay, which we converted into the naming range, that name we are going to here, where we are going to enter here. I'm writing here simple data. Okay, and clicking on ok. You see it is working. For example, I am writing here region and units. Okay, you see right now it is 218. Now I'm adding one more. Okay, now it should be, if I will refresh it, it should be 219. Okay, you see I'm not going to increase the range. 219. If I would like to enter any header, I mean any additional header, for example sales, and multiply by 2. Now this sales, if I will refresh it, right now you can see here I have only the field till units. Right click and refresh. So now you will be able to see the sales is also coming. Drag it here. So this is something which is completely dynamic that you can create. First, create the offset function, and convert that into the naming range, and that name range you can put while creating the pivot table. And now you don't need to again select or refresh your range. You only can press directly the shortcut key as alt ara, or you also can go for the manual to refresh the pivot table. Okay, so now let's go to the use case 4. So in the use case 4, I have this particular data, and I would like to have here sum of latest four sum. So latest four sum, it means from the bottom four sum. These are the latest entry, right? So what I can do, I'm writing here equal to offset. Okay, select it. And the rows right here count a. Okay, and -4. Okay, now in the column it will be 0. Height I would like to have 4. Width I would like to have 1. Okay, so what it will do, it will create a one dynamic range for the four latest four values, right? Simple. In the beginning, come here and right here sum. Press Ctrl Shift Enter. So right now it is coming 10. Let's sum it to manually. 1 2 3 4. You can see on the bottom right side it is coming as sum 10, which is working completely fine. For example, I'm adding here 2. Now it gone 11. So 1 2 3 4. Yes, it is working absolutely perfect. Okay, the sum is 11, which is correctly getting calculated in the D3. Okay, here I am highlighting in the yellow. Okay, I will attach this file in the description box. From there you guys can download it for your practice. Now let's go for the use case 5. So in the use case 5, here if I would tell you, just go and pull all the details basis this employee id from this table. So first thing will come in your mind is using VLOOKUP plus match, index plus match. So if I would not allow you to use, to execute, or to use these two function of formula, okay, VLOOKUP and index, I don't want you to use it. Get the value through the offset. So how you can do that? Simply right here offset. Okay, the first starting cell of the data. Okay, in the rows I don't want to have here. What you can do, match this employee id. Okay, where? From this header. Okay, do not go from the header. Okay, go from the data, comma 0. Now match the header. So match, you don't need to select entire employee id, you need to leave because you already selected in the as a reference. From the name, select it. Okay, first you need to select the lookup value. I would like to match it. Where I would like to match it? In this particular range. Okay, comma 0. Now press enter. Now you see it is really working so perfectly. See, it is working absolutely good. See. Okay, it is really working so good. So guys, that we have learned here the top 5 use cases of offset function, and I will attach this file in the description box. From there you guys can download